Yeah. You already know what the fuck going on. Space. Talking trash shit.
MK.
Like trash shit. Trap. Let's go. Fuck around and beat up the block. Put this whole beat in the box. Smoking no tree in the drop. Moving no key with a Glock. If we're on it, he know he pop. This money in the mission, so where you be serving my nigga? Don't bring no more hideous spot. Stop playing on my top. Yeah. Hey. Fuck around and beat up the block. Put this whole beat in the box. Smoking no tree in the drop. Moving low key with a Glock. Move on it, he know he pop. This money in the mission, so where you be serving my nigga? Don't bring no more hideous spot. Stop playing on my top. Sweating, I'm feeling like times have changed so much that the people look down and aim. You hear me, then let me know. You plant a little seed and just watch it grow. I gave them the vision, respect it, to check it. Thank God of the box, get out of that prison. They fronted me knowledge, I flipped it to wisdom. I gotta rescind on my prison and saying they stuff, but it's given. Like that when they told me I never grow up and be 18. Can't say I took out my kidney, whatever I did. I'm just trying to say things. Shit, like please Lord forgive me, I'm poor. My spaceship you poor. The mission was only to step on their neck. Who up? I'm calling my shooter. He put on the boots for the check. I bet that's gonna give me respect. I'm tired with the souls, but shots of my niggas in Cali. I swear I just made a connect. My brothers be calling it Valley and they just be banging on niggas and throwing up sets. She in love with the money and get us so wet. Double my money and bought a protect. Earned all the money and nigga finesse. Straight from the chest. Fuck around and beat up the block. Put this whole beat in the box. Smoking on tree in a drop. Moving low key with a Glock. Move on it, he know he pop. My nigga, bitch, so weird. Be serving my nigga. Don't bring no more idiot spots. I'm playing on my top. Ayy, fuck around and beat up the block. Put this whole beat in the box. Smoking on tree in a drop. Moving low key with a Glock. Move on it, he know he pop. My nigga, bitch, so weird. Be serving my nigga. Don't bring no more idiot spots. Stop playing on my top. Ayy. Hey, nigga won't smoke in the city. Bimbo inside, let's get it. Shoot up the spot, lift, get every shot, no miss. Scraping the pot in the kitchen. This ain't start in the kitchen. You could get shot in the kitchen. Then we deposit the chickens. Hey, fuck around and beat on the block. Yeah, we just counting them digits. Yeah, some fees on the block. Said that my wrist is so gifted. My wrist is on gold. Putting the ski on my top when it's time to go handle my business. I'm shooting up every damn spot and they know I ain't gonna leave with no witness. Fuck around and beat up the block. Put this so beat in the box. Smoking no tree in the drop. Moving low key with a Glock. You on it, you know he pop. Sweating the bitch. Surfing my nigga. Don't bring no more idiot spots. Stop playing on my top. Ayy. Fuck around and beat up the block. Put this so beat in the box. Sweating no tree in the drop. Put this so beat in the key with a Glock. Move on it, you know he pop. Space. Don't you ever lie, don't you ever cry, yeah. Space, don't you run it high. Shit, don't fight your pride too much. Yeah. Alright, I finally got it. You know what I'm saying? It's that shit you just roll out, you know what I'm saying? Just put that shit on. Nice volume. Space. So don't you ever lie too much. And don't you ever cry too much. Have you ever had dreams that was close enough to grab, but you really couldn't do nothing? So don't you run it high too much. Shit, don't fight your pride too much. Shit, life is a gamble and I'm trying to bet it all on me. And when you need me, shit, call on me. And I'll be right there, yeah. Hey, I'll be right there. Hey, I'll be right there, yeah. And if you need me, shit, call on me, cause I'll be right there, yeah. Yeah, I'll be right there, yeah. Shit, hey. Life's a gamble, nigga, all on me. And if you need me, shit, call on me. Hey, right there. Like space, you gon' be great. I've been eating, but I ain't gon' lie. It's been hard putting food up on my plate. A lot of fake love in my face, ayy. But it's okay, we been rocking for some years. Let me get a set, bitch, now I'm straight. Cause all my siblings grew up Section 8. See mama cry about 100 times when pops called this case. That was fake. We spin a bin and never break, ayy. Jump off the porch, go grab that torch and make it shake. Ain't no shorts, it's elevate. Why do they lie to me? Why do they lie to me? Why do they lie to me? They say they gon' ride, they say they gon' die. So would you ever lie too much? Would you ever cry too much? Have you ever had dreams that was close enough to grab, but you really couldn't do none? So don't you run and hide too much. Shit, don't fight your pride too much. Shit, life is a gamble and I'm trying to bet it all on me. And when you need me, shit, call on me. And I'll be right there, yeah. Hey, I'll be right there. Hey, I'll be right there, yeah. And if you need me, shit, call on me. Cause I'll be right there, yeah. Hey, I'll be right there, yeah. Shit, hey. Life's a gamble, nigga, all on me. And if you need me, shit, call on me. And I'll be right there. Why do they lie to me? Why do they lie to me? Why do they lie to me? They say they gon' ride, they say they gon' die.
Ooh, that roller game shit for real. I went through shit I had to swallow like a pill. I told these niggas shit been real in the field. Hey, you gon' stab me in the back and keep it true life. Ain't no going back and forth with you, bitch, I'ma live life. Turn up the treble on the niggas, cause I can't hear right. Thumbing through a check, got me exhausted. Me and my brothers used to enlist while little broad. Tell you my nigga then. We the mob forever. We the mob forever. Cause we gon' ball forever. D-killer, G-splitcher. Dreams from the bottom, got my vision, I only see pictures. So you can picture a young nigga rolling with this fiend nigga. I ain't in a drop top in the bed, I'm on this clean liquor. Money is the motivation. Real niggas get it out the mud, fuck niggas make excuses. Give a bitch key to your heart, you might get played like music. Got a Mac 10 in my trunk, no bottom cross like Uzi. Every time a nigga hit the scene, a young nigga make a movie. I'ma go get me a bag, so I gotta move with a holster. Always in my own direction, no I can't move with a chauffeur. You scared to take a risk, how you gon' lose? Only getting older, ayy. Don't it feel good when you got the world on your shoulders? What a life I live, I'm giving game to these little niggas and they ain't my kids. Bitch, I been thumbing through a check, got me exhausted. Me and my brothers used to hit lists while little broad. You my nigga then. We the mob forever. We the mob forever, yeah. Cause we gon' ball forever. You my nigga then. We the mob forever. We the mob forever, yeah. Cause we gon' ball forever. No, dude, them clippers, you gon' cut them off. He got blood all over his shirt and he couldn't rub it off. Jumped on the pole for a real nigga, say she won't let me down. Shawty gon' hop in that water head first, say she won't let me drown. I ain't gotta move really cautious, no, I can't fuck around. Better watch out for them boys, cause they'll lay you down. Better lift close for a little noise, you might miss the sound. I'ma get back to the money, roller gon' flip these pounds. Ooh. What a life I live, I'm giving game to these little niggas and they ain't my kids. Bitch, I been thumbing through a check, got me exhausted. Me and my brother used to hit lists while little broad. Take you my nigga then. We the mob forever. We the mob forever, yeah. Cause we gon' ball forever. You my nigga then. We the mob forever. We the mob forever, yeah. Cause we gon' ball forever.
Yeah, that roller game shit real bad.
John Dummy make the beat and
You
look
know, spread game with us. Yeah. Getting you right, man. Hey.
Gotta focus on the check to getting you right, man. Stay away from these fuck niggas to get in your right mind. I can't fuck with that little bitch, she ain't got the right mind. Could've put a nigga on the ice, but it wasn't the right time. Hey, bitch, you on the bag, develop the right mind. Stick to the code of the street, then you might outshine. Take another step on that ladder, then you might climb. Said all the nigga really need is the right mind. I'ma give you little fuck niggas something to talk about. Never follow the broke nigga, I took a different route. Some niggas out here chasing the check, some niggas chasing clout. If one phone call to my soul, then he might take you out. Yeah, run around with this beam with all this gold on my neck. Only for real gangsters, cause we don't play no disrespect. So my nigga ain't got whack, and young nigga ride around with a tech. Gotta remain cautious, cause if you don't, you might get wet. Swear my young nigga boo, but he a fool with the drum. Shit knocking down trees, so bitches cool if you run. You could've got them rats, but you got the mind of a bum. The product of my hood, so I'm gonna ride when it comes. Two brains always better than one, that's how it's supposed to be. Still, I can't let none of you niggas get too close to me. Cross one of my niggas, then it's off with your head. I can never lose, I'm on my way to the bread. Bitch, it don't make dollars, it ain't gonna never make no sense, yo. Nigga, this my year, I'm taking Christmas like the Grinch, yo. Young nigga live a dream, remember them time we get lit, yo. Thirst that bitch on my dish, she need a quit, yo. Remember hearing this, I had relations with a fence. You got all that hate, nigga, I see through your lens. Get your mind right, cause young nigga time flight. Said all the nigga really need is the right mind. Gotta focus on the check to get in your right mind. Stay away from these fuck niggas to get in your right mind. I can't fuck with that little bitch, she ain't got the right mind. Could've put a nigga on the ice, but it wasn't the right time. Hey, bitch, you on the bag, develop the right mind. Stick to the code of the street, then you might outshine. Take another step on that ladder, then you might climb. Said all the nigga really need is a ride. I ain't gonna understand you little niggas to be talking about. This shit in my past, a real nigga can't even talk about. Focus on this cash, I'm flipping waffles like the Waffle House. These bitches on my ass, giving some dick and then she walking out. Said I got 200 on the dash, I'm never slowing down. Make that little bitch catch a cab, she don't wanna hold around. Crackers always looking crazy cause they don't want a nigga to eat, yeah. Can't stop for a crack cause I got fire under my seat, yeah. Tell the young nigga keep it cold cause I gotta stay ready for the heat, yeah. Bitch always hating and these niggas don't wanna see me shine. Loose in my mind. Still tall like a tower, now they wanna knock me down. She said she was down, but then she left me. I was down on my dick, nobody helped me. I came up on them niggas and I got selfish. Said all the nigga really need is the right mind. Gotta focus on the check to get in your right mind. Stay away from these fuck niggas to get in your right mind. I can't fuck with that little bitch, she ain't got the right mind. Could've put a nigga on the ice, but it wasn't the right time. Hey, bitch, you on the bag, develop the right mind. Stick to the code of the street, then you might outshine. Take another step on that ladder, then you might climb. Said all the nigga really need is a right mind.
Huh.
You running around. You wanna know. Hello, hello, she got a hello. Stuck up little bitch, I took her out to Winter Park. We got straight to fucking, we skipped all that dinner part. Beat it up, it's nothing, yeah, I tore that thing apart. I just like the way she look, give a fuck what's in her heart. Stuck up little bitch, I took her out to Winter Park. We got straight to fucking, we skipped all that dinner part. Beat it up, it's nothing, yeah, I tore that thing apart. I just like the way she look, give a fuck what's in her heart. She shallow, pussy deep enough to drown in. Battle, all this money that I got, I'm counting. Back up, face down, that's a bounce. Yeah, that's what, I like that shit's astounding. Oh yeah, when you drop it down for me, better keep it on the low and make sure nobody can see. We'll be fucking on the floor, we'll be damaging the sheets. You know that's a guarantee. On them cameras, she a freak. Watch the sex and no repeat. feet. She'll be stressing me for weeks. I left a mess up on the dress. I fuck around and get impeached. Got a spliff, got a fifth. She don't drink no Hennessy. Told that bitch you can sit. I brought all this shit for me. Stuck up little bitch, I took her out to Winter Park. We got straight to fucking, we skipped all that dinner part. Beat it up, it's nothing, yeah, I tore that thing apart. I just like the way she look, give a fuck what's in her heart. Stuck up little bitch, I took her out to Winter Park. We got straight to fucking, we skipped all that dinner part. Beat it up, it's nothing, yeah, I tore that thing apart. I just like the way she look, give a fuck what's in her heart. She shallow, shallow. Smash. Battle, battle. Cash. Back up, back up. Smash. That's what, that's what. Go.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Ras Natty Godcast. Today we are here with Empire, Professor Ras Natty. The floor is yours, Benjamin.
Thank you. I just heard that rolling, man. I played that hollow heart at the beginning. Woo! Y'all know the energy I'm coming in on. The Rolly right mind. What he said. If you want to get a bag, bitch, you gotta have the right mind. That's a perfect start off to all my shows, right? Because you know you bitches got to get the right mind, right? A lot of people don't got the right mind. A lot of people doing the wrong thing. They're gonna get the right results. That's all I be telling motherfuckers, right? Don't ever expect the right thing doing the wrong shit. I don't even know why y'all think y'all would deserve some stupid shit like that, right? If you do the wrong thing, you deserve death to me. But thank everybody for coming through, watching another episode of this amazing goddamn Godcast that we do, 3 times a week. I'm about to go over here to this YouTube sphere just so I can show y'all a quick video clip. I always try to start shit off super light. I don't know what's going on in the music industry because I really don't listen to it. But earlier, I listened to a lot of young nigga music and they had a lot of fucking killing. One thing I know about you young niggas that all y'all, goddamn boy, I have never heard so much killing in songs in my life, bro. You little niggas, you do a whole song about killing somebody, bro. That song is stupid as hell, right? All of these new songs, right, where y'all just talking about killing continuously. I listen to rappers all the time. They say, you have a beef and you kind of handle the beef in the setting. But what I'm seeing right now is just don't make no fucking sense, right? Just little kids, or just not even little kids, grown people. Matter of fact, I played a Rex Life Raj. He said niggas is obsessed with fucking guns that these bitch ass niggas is not popping. I'm just telling you, because he was saying how he hate bitches that's infatuated with lashes and a bunch of shit. But he said what he hate more is these niggas that's on these young niggas, infatuated with these young niggas beef and shit. And I can see why our brother would be saying that, bro. This shit is retarded. And y'all niggas that listen to that music, shout out to y'all. All praises to you motherfuckers. I guess y'all like to dance. Let's have a dance summer to y'all. Shout y'all out. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But like I said, with the music, I just want to, bro, I don't know. Don't nobody change the music. Just keep the fucking music the same, bro. Keep the music the same because there always been bullshit music and bullshit people, right? Just stay away from them, right? I was listening to a brother earlier. He was talking about join the right tribe. Right, it's different tribes, bro. The thing is, I'm from the Rasta tradition, right? So I know about tribes. We got damn near 12 tribes within the Rasta situation itself, right? And people play different beats. We got different minds, and the beat is the most important shit because some people use a lot of drums. Like even if you talk about music, reggae music from soca music and a lot of other slack music, right? They just use different instruments. Same thing with the Puerto Rican brothers, right? They stole the reggae and changed it to reggaeton. They do the fake shit too with music. So everybody that do the fake music, I'm proud of y'all. Keep going. Y'all are ruining the society, and everybody's proud of y'all, especially me. I'm sitting back. I'm watching y'all. People, I don't even know how people listen to this shit, but hey, to each his own. And I'm glad that y'all got some music that y'all want to listen to, because y'all obviously don't want to listen to this shit that I be telling y'all about. Every time I come in, I say, yo, we can make some money by not listening to that music no more. Niggas say, what? Come on, bro. You just all right, whatever, bro. I ain't gonna but I'm telling you, successful people don't listen to that type of music. That music is low vibrating. It's low vibrating for a reason, bro, to keep you low. And that's why the songs that I always play, bam, bam, I play two, bam, bam. I just be wanting to come in the cast to talk about what I just heard. Right? Like I said, the hollow heart, I fuck with that song. Got to run it back again. You know, I can't say two H's and two nothing together because I'm from the islands. But that Hollow Heart, that shit right there is hard to me. That's from the brother Vocal. Vocal always had his hard ass rap on. This is the second song I heard this brother on. I'm pretty sure this brother was on Bipolar also too. But nevertheless, that brother went crazy. I played the Rolly Right Mind. I ain't gotta say nothing about it, bro. I ain't gotta say nothing. You motherfuckers gotta have the right mind, bro. Because what you understand is that people with the wrong mind actually slow your grind down. Like I always tell people that the problem with niggas that take shortcut isn't that they take shortcuts. I don't think nobody really give a fuck if they took shortcuts. The problem is that the shortcuts end up hurting your ass. They took your cut that you made out. It ain't a shortcut, nigga. This is my path. This ain't a fucking shortcut. Get your ass out of this shit. So that's what I'm seeing a lot with these shortcuts. Like somebody that take a shortcut and then when you end up on some shit, your whole shit gone. Your whole shit don't make sense no more because somebody done cut through your path and then fuck the path up. You feel me? You get on the path, you make the wrong turn. Now you doing dumb shit like this, dummy. So stay away from people that like to take shortcuts also, right? Because that's going to come back and back. Man, bro, we all know about shortcuts. Y'all probably don't because I hear a lot of people say, yo, that's him. That him. Right? I even make fun of people that say they light workers. I don't know if any light workers watching the cast, right? I make fun of people that say they light workers because I've never even knew. Like, I thought y'all was saying light workers, like light, like L-I-G-H-T. I guess it's probably the same way for the other light bullshit too. But that light, I'm calling it L-I-T-E. Light. Lightweight. Nevertheless, bro, I thought y'all was actually manipulating light, bro. Like actually doing something with the light processes and everything. Y'all talking about not doing no work. The fuck? Yeah, everybody to each his own, bro. Like I said, I just wanted to start off the cast with a little monologue and a little diatribe of what I'm seeing, right? I'm seeing a lot of bullshit ass music be made. I'm not even gonna say the artist's name. I don't even know the artist's name. But shout out to y'all for making that music, bro. It got like, I wonder what it do to y'all. Like, I wonder if y'all leave the studio, do y'all feel like y'all dying inside? Like what is the mentality of somebody that go in the studio and like, even I see a lot of y'all brothers, right? Y'all will lose people in the street. And y'all will say, boom, I'm talking to bro mother, talking to bro sister. Like, y'all be wanting, like, I guess y'all be just saying, like, y'all feeling the pain. All right, brother. Y'all be seeing the niggas in heaven and shit. I know you up there doing the same shit we used to do down here. We be, huh? What scriptures y'all reading, bro? Y'all reading the wrong scriptures, bro. Y'all reading the wrong fucking scriptures if y'all think that dumb shit gonna happen. But nevertheless, the Most High said to each his own, he never said that shit. But I want y'all to believe that, right? I want y'all to believe that there's grace. He said that you should do whatever the fuck you should do. Believe that shit. Like I tell all my homeboys, anybody that come on the cast, anybody that come in contact with me, I have never seen the prophets live the way that y'all told them to live. So I don't rock with y'all ways. I promise I don't. Nothing that y'all ever tell me I will ever do. Because I've never seen a prophet do it. So I don't care about grace. I just let y'all have grace. Y'all, everything about y'all grace. Y'all music, everything. Y'all, everything. Y'all, I want somebody to say, yo, you young, bro. You gotta, grace. We give grace to youth because you see potentiality. You could possibly be something one day, youngin. Don't listen to this music too much. You could possibly be something. That's what we tell young people. I don't know what's going on now. Now it's just like everybody's saying, yo, your old heads versus young heads. Nah, bro, y'all just don't like the music because y'all old. Y'all parents didn't like y'all music either. It's just nonsense type of talk. So, hey, who all don't like music, shout out to y'all, right? Shout out to the brother, the light-skinned dude from Canada that's making music. Shout him out, right? Shout out to the brother Kendrick Lamar, a great artist making great music, right? Shout out to the brother Starlito, right? And these are industry people. Like when I'm screaming these names, these are people that like, I be listening to industry niggas. Just like y'all got some Kendrick Lamar over there. Y'all got some Starlito. Y'all could even listen to some Gates. Y'all could even listen to some Gates, right? Even though Gates got a lot of slackness in his music, based on just a lot of woman-y talk, just nonsense that really don't got nothing to do with growth. But nevertheless, it's good. It's reality rap. Like you could learn something from listening to a Gates song. These other niggas, bro. Like a lot of y'all, bro, y'all music is perfect. Like when I was listening to y'all music earlier, I was like, yo, imagine if you was going to war. This probably like a warfare music. Bro, I've never seen so much people get killed. I have never in my life seen so much people get killed in a song. 3 minutes. Almost 100 brothers got killed in that song. I'm telling you, y'all are murderers, bro. And Don Tripp also said that Don Tripp said something about all the dope you selling. And like, it's like, everybody be doing a lot of shit, bro. And like, the street don't never be seeing the results of it. Like, a nigga just come off the streets like, yo, I was moving pounds and pounds and pounds. Shit for it. All right. Shout out to you. Like, I don't know, bro. This new round we in, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I remember just recently, I was trying to explain to one of my brothers that, yo, you know, it's not normal for rappers to be rappers, like street niggas to be rappers. And he was like, yo, what you mean, bro? I know some rappers that street niggas. I'm like, oh, what you mean? What they at? He pointed out a couple. I was like, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Those are real guys. Those are the real guys. Those brothers not the brothers I'm talking about. Yeah, those not the brothers I'm talking about. When I'm talking about brothers and I be like trying to tell y'all about the street nigga code and all this weird shit, I'm talking about like real street niggas, bro. Like, it's like y'all should get that. Y'all should know what the hell I mean, bro. Y'all know that I don't talk about like hogwash ass niggas, right? Like I come on here and talk about doodles when I'm talking about street niggas. Doodles. John Brown. Doodles. Check out Doodles. That's a Jamaican, bro. Right? I even come on here and I speak about somebody like Desaline. That's what I do. Don't tell me about nobody, nigga, that ain't fucking doing nothing, bro. That ain't about nothing, bro. Don't tell me about nothing. That's a real human. Shout out to him. He's a real person. He's like a Marcus Garvey. Nothing wrong with him. I feel like Marcus Garvey is going to war and kill somebody more than these rappers that y'all talking about. The real people, they're fake. They're actors. They're just like Denzel Washington. Like I never have I heard somebody say, "Yo, Denzel one of the coldest niggas with guns, bro." You ain't see Denzel in Training Day with the guns, Yeah, we don't do that with actors, but with rappers, y'all do. Y'all confused, bro. And like I said, there was real rappers in the game. And you know what happened to them people? Within a little bit, they get arrested and they get out the game because what they do is they try to bring that realness into the fake reality fucking rap game. I'm telling you the truth, bro. Just stay away from all that fakeness and that realness. Nobody need to be real, bro. You can be as fake as possible. This is a whole fake shit. That whole game is fake. Everybody in there is fake. All rappers is fake. Everybody got an identity. Everybody got a motherfucking politician that they backing, nigga. Just do what you do, bro. Don't try to be real, bro. Don't try to be a hood, bro. Be a real human, a real boy, nigga. You like Pinocchio out here, right? Everybody just need to be like Pinocchio for the next little bit of time, bro. Just let's get more Pinocchios, less of these motherfuckers that's out here doing this hogwash. We good on y'all, OG. We don't really need no more killers. All right. And when I say killers, I'm talking about melanated killers. Because all y'all killers melanated people. All y'all killers melanated people. If y'all kill a white person, it's on accident. Motherfucker drove by y'all and y'all fucking drove into him on accident because y'all can't drive or some dumb shit. Yeah, that's the only thing I can only imagine, bro. Yeah, don't mistake a lot of these rappers for nothing but rappers, bro. And like I'm doing that in justice of the rappers because I want y'all to be free to just create art. These little fake niggas that y'all listening to that's making shit the fuck up, they killing everybody. Matter of fact, cool. Just don't cry. I don't want to hear none of the brother. I don't care, bro. I don't care, nigga. He killed everybody. I wish he's supposed to die earlier than that. He killed 10 people, he said in the song. I don't want to hear that nigga killing no more people. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He's been killing too much people. What's wrong with y'all? How do y'all even listen to this type of nonsense? I hear somebody killing so much people. I don't know, bro. People like killers, bro. Shout out to y'all for liking killers, bro. I ain't gonna knock nobody that like a killer. I ain't gonna knock y'all, bro. I promise I won't.
I was reading the Nazarite Vows, and they were saying some of the rules were abstain from wine or anything that comes from the grapevine. So abstain from all beverages, alcoholic drink, or otherwise derived from grapes. Traditional rabbinic authorities state that all other types of alcohol are permitted. Refrain from cutting the hair on one's head. Avoid corpses and graves, even those of family members, in any structure which contains such. And then they were talking about permanent and temporary Nazarites, which you can kind of quit after a while. Yeah.
No, the Bible ain't.
In
The
general,
Bible didn't
there are
permit you to quit.
2 types of Nazarites: a Nazarite for a set time, and a permanent Nazarite.
Is that being said in the Bible though?
No.
Okay.
This is all Wikipedia.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's the Bible statement that you can be temporary Nazarite, but you can become a temporary Nazarite, right, by just reverting back to your old ways. Most I say he raised up priests and Nazarites, but it's not a thing that a Nazarite will go back to being his old self. If Nazarite get caught breaking a rule, most I say, yo. And then you have to do a 7-year cleanup period in order to come back within the fold of things. So
each one of these has slightly different laws. For example, a permanent Nazarite is allowed to cut his hair once a year if the hair is bothersome. These types of Nazarites have no source in the Bible but are known through tradition.
See, listen to that. The nigga just made some bullshit up. These are not Nazarites, bro. These Nazarite people became Rastas. This is the same tradition of people. You can't fucking cut your hair once, nigga. I don't know who made that theory up. That doesn't and this is what I'm saying. That's the reason why I asked Empress this, because I know the Bible doesn't say any of these things, right? If you read the scripture doesn't permit any of this dumb shit. But there is rules. There's always rules, because the Most High said he didn't make any of these things to control man. Man was here first, and the Most High was like, yo, here's some add-ons. Here's some things that you can do to get this. Here's some things. You feel me? It was just always other things that you can have the leisure to. But man is the creation, nigga. This whole shit goes off us humans, nigga, human being, nigga. So yeah, don't never let these things get above you. The Sabbath, a lot of these things, the Most High had to come back with really the sun. When the sun came back, the sun was so-called doing miracles on the Sabbath. Oh, you work miracles on the Sabbath. It's a bunch of tomfoolery. Like, yo, chill out, my boy. Chill out, bro. These are rules, bro. These are not, you feel me? So it was a lot of, and those was Pharisees, I'm pretty sure. Like, I always tell y'all about Nicodemus. And you remember Yeshua was telling Nicodemus that he's older than Moses. And, how are you older than Moses? Oh, Moses was here before you. He's like, what are you talking about? So he was like, Nicodemus, how don't you know these things? You're a priest of the people, basically. You a knucklehead, bro. So yeah, it's always mistranslation of the biblical words. That's why I always explain that I care about the actual disciples. I care about prophets. I care about
abstain from all wine and anything else made from the grapevine plant, such as cream of tartar, grapeseed oil, etc. Cream of tartar was made out of grapes?
I never knew that.
That's the stuff that they use for fish dressing or sauce or whatever.
I don't know. That's tartar sauce, but you're saying that might be the same thing.
Tartar sauce? Cream of tartar? Tartar. Yeah, so they're saying grapeseed oil is not good neither.
No, we know that though. Whatever, anytime you take the Rastafari vows, they tell you to abstain from grapes, right? Which is why we even made it a big thing to be on muscadines. I tell you, even as far as wine, when we first started drinking wine, it was we'll get a little strawberry wine, a little cherry wine. It's just a little different shit, right? Because you kind of understand those little concepts of abstaining from the grape itself, right?
Okay. And then I guess they said Nazir, which is what Nazarite comes from, means consecrated or separated. Those who put themselves under Nazarite vow do so by adding unto themselves a degree of sanctity, as it says, until the time is completed, he shall be holy. A person who puts himself under a Nazarite vow without designating how long he intends to remain as such, as is obligated in all that pertains to Nazarite strictures for a period of 30 days. Yeah, this is just traditional stuff.
And like, what are they like? What is that Wikipedia about? Like, what they talking about?
Oh, this is just Nazarites in general. I just was looking up the vows. So it's just the word Nazarite. And it gives you a rundown.
And like, who is like, what do they get these sources from? Like, what are they saying that they read until you can make these things up?
Like until the time is completed, he shall be holy. It's just from the Bible.
Nah, just
what? Just go to all the sources?
Yeah, I just want to see like some of the references they may be using to get some of this fake information, I think. And do they say like who the people are modern day? What you saying?
What was the legit information, just so we are clear?
Oh, I already debunked all the information that you threw out there.
No, what was the clear information? Not the just for the people who are listening, because a lot of it was terrible. You're saying, right? Or invalid?
Nah, I just really told you about the ones that made really no sense to me about the temporary, permanent, and all that dumb shit. I just people anticipate just making shit up.
Yeah, I know that's BS. But as far as like the actual Nazarite vow, what does it pertain to? So they have a clear understanding of what's the actual truth.
But I'm saying though, you read it for the most part. Everything that I debunked was the shit that was just added on by humans' thought.
Okay, so you just saying they could run it back.
Yeah, everything that you just read, and like I said, when it sounded stupid, I said it immediately, right? And the things that we understood, like I said, abstaining from graves, staying away from dead bodies, these are all the simple things. The most I say he raises are youths up to be Nazarites and priests. So it's basically two selection if you want to kind of be part of the tribe, the 12 tribes of Israel, because we still have to separate ourselves even within being the tribe. So it's not like you feel me? The Nazarite, they're separating themselves from the priest another level, but the priest still also have to separate themselves. There's even scriptures about the Levites having to. So there's always separation in the book just to make sure everything is all right. But the Nazarene come from, I guess they explain how Yeshua was a Nazarene, right? He came, he had the locks and these things. That's why I was trying to figure out, did they say like who these people present day is? Like, did they say who's keeping the tradition? Because, they usually always do some weird tie-ins. So I'm saying, is they trying to just make this seem like some biblical literature?
I think it was more so Jewish. They kept referring to rabbis, but here's some of the references.
No, rabbis are named. That's Jews. That's all that shit.
What did I just say?
You just saying, they keep on saying Jewish. I'm just saying, I just want people to understand this is the children of Israel. I'm not Jew. These are real Jews. So, like, what are you saying about the rabbi aspect? Like, you just threw that out there. I'm trying to figure out where you was going with it.
I was saying it was referencing to Jews and Jewish people being the people that hold this stuff. But with that being said, the references say the Kuba Nagas, which is the Lost Bible of Rastafari.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Faith.
That's all I needed, Empress. Because I'm trying to prove that to you. I really wanted you to prove that to yourself.
I didn't get that far into reading.
No, I wasn't knocking you. I was just telling you that we got to understand who the Jew people is. So don't never say it and not think that the Rastas, because I explained that to y'all. That white philosophers, before we had all these fake ass black people saying they did anything, right, white philosophers would strictly say that the first people they ever heard to say that Jesus was black and also a woman was the Rastas. Right? Rastas also got different teaching that he's a man and all this weird stuff. But it doesn't matter, man or woman. They're the first group on this planet to say that Yeshua was black. The first group on the planet. I don't know if people know that shit, because I didn't know that shit. I promise I didn't. I really thought some other niggas had some shit to say. No. The Ethiopian tradition could continue through the Rastas, right? The Rastas use the same tradition the Ethiopians use. And when I say the Ethiopians, I'm not talking about the fake Ethiopians, right? I'm talking about the blameless Ethiopian that was mentioned in the Bible, where the Most High said, yo, Israel, aren't you not like the children of Israel? I mean, the children of Ethiopia unto me. So he's always kind of explained how important Ethiopia is to him. So they even told you in the scripture that Israel fell and they had to move the boy to Ethiopia and blah, 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 blah. And then even doper than that, if you ever look at like the colonization of Africa, the whole time that all that shit was going on, it was one nigga continuously fighting, continuously being free, continuously fighting, continuously being free. That was Ethiopians. They was the last motherfuckers to be captured. Like I always tell everybody, the same thing that Haiti did was the same thing that the Ethiopians did. The same thing. It continues through the lineage of these maroon people. It happened in Jamaica. If they tell you about Jamaica, they said Jamaica's been fighting revolution since the first time they got there. That Jamaica's the oldest revolutionary fighting country. Right, so that's why they explain the story of Duty Bookman going to Haiti, bringing that revolutionary spirit to the people. And when he brought it, nigga, it was just you seen what happened, bro. Within a couple of blah, they out of here. They out of here. You feel me? So all you needed was just a revolutionary bruh, which is already part of your tribe, nigga. He just got mixed up into. You feel me? So I'm always interested in that as far as the references that they may use.
Yeah. Again, I didn't read it all in detail. I kind of skimmed over it. But if you go down a little bit more, it says in modern religions, Rastafari, the tradition of the Nazarite vow has had a significant influence on the Rastafari religion, and elements of the vow have been adopted as part of this religion. and describing the obligations of their religion, Rastafari make reference to the Nazarite vow taken by Samson.
Mm-hmm.
Part of his vow was adopted by the Rastafari is to avoid the cutting of one's hair. This is inspired by the text of Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5.
Now keep that. So how could there be permanent and temporary Nazarite?
Yeah, that's why I was saying they kept saying rabbi to reference that to the Jewish people.
But I don't want you to give them that name. They have nothing to do with rabbis. Just like they have nothing to do with Catholics. They have nothing to do with none of those titles that they took upon themselves. Emperors, they have nothing to do with those titles. Kings, they have nothing to do with none of those titles. That's what I was saying. So yeah, I agree with you when you say rabbi, just for, the layman's that's listening. They're like, oh, all right, that's the Jewish people. But I don't want them to take those names and like give it to the fake people. But 100% fact, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. Though.
So are you saying the Rastafarian religion uses the terminology like the synagogue and rabbi and all that stuff still?
What are you talking about? We are the real Jews. We use everything the real Jews. We celebrate the regular traditional Jewish holidays. What do you mean? Yom Kippur, everything that comes. We celebrate all traditional Jewish holidays.
All right.
We're Jews.
So Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5, they shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuts in their flesh.
Marred heads.
The visible sign of this vow is the Rastafarian's dreadlock. Some Rastafari have concluded that Samson had dreadlocks as suggested by the description stating that he had 7 locks upon his head.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, Rastafari are taught to abstain from alcohol in accordance with the Nazarite vow. They have also adopted dietary laws derived from Leviticus, which accounts for some similarity to the prohibitions of the Jewish dietary law of kashrut.
Mm-hmm.
Protestant?
Hold on, let me see.
Protestant?
Where you at? Oh, Protestant perspective? Yeah, these are the Protestant people.
Okay. In 1979, witness Lee of the local church movement published a Principle of the Nazarite, a short pamphlet outlining a metaphorical interpretation of the vow for uptake amongst Christians.
Okay. So these are the niggas coming in, changing shit. Okay, read it. That's it.
Lou Engel, which is, I don't know, ENGLE, is charismatic evangelist. American leader has written Nazarite DNA, which outlines a metaphorical interpretation of the vow. These
evangelicals, these are the highest forms of Christians. When you're evangelist, these are supposed to be like the holier than thou as Christians. Which it'll make a lot of sense that they picked up the Nazarite vow, right? Because it's to separate yourself. Like I said, the Most High raised up us to be priests and Nazarite. So you could be priest, you could be somebody high in the church and do your thing, but to separate yourself, right? That's why a lot of these pastors, they're not separated. That's why I always explain to y'all about the Levites. The Levites wasn't able to leave the church, and they were separated. There was a people amongst themselves. Based on the scripture, like I said, I don't really try to hold biblical things towards nobody, none of that shit, because I want everybody to keep your religion in your closet. Keep your religion in your closet, bro. I don't need nobody to join. This is just people that's interested in the studies of the ancient Jewish tradition. So that's all we bring it to you. But if you ain't part of the ancient Jewish tradition, you just rock with rock with the Kemetic, rock with the whatever we want to rock with, right? It's all the same thing. Like I tell everybody all the time, I read Norse mythology. It just because I see it, I said, oh nigga, this is this is that. Oh my god, look at this, bro. This they tripping. Oh my god, look what they say about her. She black. She the most beautiful one. Oh my god, she black. Beautiful black person. Oh, she's a shadow being. Okay, blah blah blah. Oh, these are the frost giants. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, he got the sword made by these two. It's like the Hobbit. Okay, the Hobbit niggas. They build swords good as hell. Okay. Him and his brother. Okay. So what you saying? Loki had to get the sword made for him because he did some fuck shit. Okay, Loki like a set character. Okay. Gotta keep on watching Loki. See what he doing. Loki's like a set character. He's a trickster. Okay, let me see what he does. And I'm telling you, it just all plays out. That's what I'm saying. We can just watch these mythologies, bro. So with me asking Empress those things, I was just trying to get more of a fine-tuned answer as to, okay, cool. First of all, they're not taking Bible verses and putting it on Wikipedia. What they're doing is they're reading verses and they're saying, yo, this is what they're saying Nazarites do. And I agree with it for the most part. But I feel like majority of it was theorized, meaning that if you're not actually part of the practicum, your outcome, like your view on it is completely different, right? It's nothing wrong with it, but how else would you view it? You're not part of the actual tribe. You're not part of the actual people to even
Because I lost a
really
daughter
make a
about the
decision.
same age, that's I know what the parents feel like, okay? And you want justification. You want the guy behind bars. All of it's alleged that he even committed the murder, but circumstantially, it looks like he did. You know, the strongest lead I see is that one of her friends said he had been in the Appalachian Mountains by himself for a couple months. Now, he's not just a camper then. He is a outdoorsman. So, in order to do that, I think because of his age, he felt comfortable. If there's anywhere right now that looks the hottest, that could be the area. It all depends on the picture they got of him the other day where they're hunting now. If really that was him, no one has said that. If not, Appalachian Mountains is the best, but it covers several states. So where did he go in at? That's where you start your tracking point. From right when he went into the mountain with dogs, they've got so much infrared. I mean, they're going to catch him. You know, the only reason I would doubt if he's in the swamp is they've been hunting it really good. Okay. And I'm not sure that was him in the picture. You know, they was blurry, blah, 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 like kind of an old bank robbery picture, right? But you couldn't really tell if that was him. Now, if that was him 100%, he's in the swamp. Okay. And then so he moves in the night and he probably sleeps up in the day. Now, the FBI has ultraviolet light tracking. Remember the Boston bomber? How they found the kid in the boat when they went over and the tarp was over him? They've got that. So I'm sure they're using that to cover with drones. I mean, he can't cover with mud. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can't cover with anything. He's going to light up. You know, I don't think he went to New York or there's been a couple rumors he might have went to Mexico. I've been to Mexico. So if he's down there wanted, a white boy that doesn't know Spanish, the cartel's going to grab him for the reward. So no, he's not down there. You know, I don't think. Who knows? I've had to eat my words before. Sounds like when they got into argument, she screamed a lot. Now, if he's out in that tent, your voice will go what, 2 miles? And she's screaming. What if he put his hand over her mouth to shut her up and killed her? Or did he do it worse? It all depends. The autopsy report is out, I believe, how she died. Okay. That's going to be your murder, death penalty sentence. So, how do you say it could have been an accident? You know, the guy that uh, killed my daughter in a car wreck, right? He passed too, but it was an accident. How do you say that? So, but right now we got to hunt him as a wanted fugitive. So the reason I went to Mr. Laundrie is because I carry a reputation with me. See me every night on Pluto TV. The reputation is he gives you a second chance. He gonna get you, but he gives you a second chance. So I thought, wow, the dad's gonna, see me and crack, and I know the kid knows me, probably one of my fans. So I thought the dad would answer and talk, but I was very persistent without disturbing the peace and knocked a few times so they saw it was me, and I didn't play nasty and put a copy of the warrant on their front door. None of that. I was very respectful. And the dad can still reach out to me through social media. Let's get the kid captured alive. Alive. So the next step that I have is to now we work off leads. Okay. We don't have a crystal ball where we can say, oh, there's where he's at. Well, now we work off leads. Somebody knows something. Somebody else knows where he's at, where they dropped him off at, or did they drop him off? That person is going to call us. Because again, we're not the police. This is anonymous. We don't have to tell. We are willing to go to extreme measures to find him, whether it's in Mexico, I've got connections there, or anywhere. I think again that he's young enough, not an experienced criminal, but what is his greatest experience? Okay, outdoorsman. That's what he does the best. I don't think he can shoplift and live in the city and be on the run and, sleep at cheap hotels. I think that he is what's in his blood. He's in them hills. On a 1 to 10, he's probably a 6 compared to the outdoors men and some of the guys that I've captured. Okay, those 2 New York guys, the one that killed the other guy we was 10 minutes behind him. That's good stuff. So this guy's not experienced like that. We get a scent of a trail. We get a scent, he's done. He's not going to hide in the trees and dig a cave and all that. He's got a small tent, maybe a knife, because he's got to stay out in the open. Hope parents didn't give him anything else to protect himself. How's he eating? Got to kill the game. So, just don't walk up on him and say, hey, you're wanted, freeze.
Okay, so that right there I thought was super interesting, right? Me listening to that, I thought that was a super interesting take. Off rip, this dog the racist hunter. Off rip, this dog the racist hunter. Y'all, if y'all remember anything about my boy. Matter of fact, let me I know everybody got to remember something about my boy, but if we don't, I'm gonna pull something more about my boy. Right, dog the racist hunter. Dog bounty race hunting. Right, let's see if he's racist. Oh, no, it's not racist. Just let's see if he had a weird rant anytime in his life. Let's just see if
we use the word nigger sometimes here. I'm not going to take a chance ever in life of losing everything I've worked for 30 years because some fucking nigger heard us say nigger and turned us into the Empras magazine. Our career is over. I'm not taking that chance at all. Never in life. Never. Never. If Leach was dating a nigger, we would all say, fuck you. And you know that. If Leach brought a black guy home, it's not that they're black. It's none of that. It's that we use the word nigger. We don't mean you fucking scum nigger without a soul. We don't mean that shit. But America would think we mean that. And we're not taking a chance on losing everything we got over a racial slur. Because our son goes with the girl like that. I can't do that, Tucker. You can't expect Gary, Bonnie, Cecily, all them young kids, because I'm in love for 7 months. I fucked that. So I'll help you get another job, but you cannot work here unless you break up with her and she's out of your life. I can't handle that shit. I got him in the parking lot trying to record this. I got that girl saying she's going to wear the record. I don't even know what. All right.
So, like I said, this dog, the racist hunter, we know him. He hunt. He's a racist character. He's been hunting since A&E. He's a racist brother. All right. So right now he said he's on Brian Laundrie head. Right. So he trying to find him. He said his brother don't seem like he experienced. All right. But he said he did hear a story about him damn near camping for 3 months. So this brother's a real outdoorsman. Right, you remember he got some type of survival technique. We don't even know if the brother did it, nevertheless. But like I said, dog the racing hunter said he's on his ass. He said the white boy really can't go to Mexico like that because the cartel will grab him up for a reward.
Oh, they still ain't found him.
But remember, dog the bounty hunter, racist man, don't know anything. He's never really been that right. He's always been wrong. He's just been aggressive and he chased you down and he got some fucking expendable capital. That's the only thing dog got. I'd never see him really right like that.
Right, as far as what? His statements or
he be hunting people. Yeah, like him being a bounty hunter. He don't really be catching bounty. Like he catch a lot of bounties, but it's A&E. It's a whole production behind it. It's a fake story, I think. Right, because every time I really seen him in a real situation, he's pointless. Like, even right now, he's pointless. Let's see if he finds somebody though. Maybe niggas be like, yo, dog really be doing this thing. I don't know. But shout out to the brother. You know he's racist. That's the only thing I really want y'all to remember about my brother dog. He's a racist bounty hunter. I fuck with him though. I fuck with him, bro. Be racist if you want to be racist, dog.
Parents feel like, okay? And you want justification.
Who could say
You want
something to my
legality.
boy dog? Nobody.
All
Who could lie like Dog Bounty? Nobody. This my bro. This my bro right here. But I really want y'all just like, cause like I said, I just
it's
played this,
alleged
but I
that
want
he
y'all to hear
committed the
him.
murder. But circumstantially, it looks like he did. You know, the strongest lead I see is that one of her friends said he had been in the Appalachian Mountains by himself for a couple months. Now, he's not just a camper then, he is a outdoorsman. So in order to do that, I think because of his age, he felt comfortable. If there's anywhere right now that looks the hottest, that could be the area. It all depends on the picture they got of him the other day where they're hunting now. If really that was him, no one has said that. If not, Appalachian Mountains is the best, but it covers several states. So where did he go in at? That's where you start your tracking point. From right when he went into the mountain with dogs, they've got so much infrared. I mean, they're going to catch him. You know, the only reason I would doubt if he's in the swamp is they've been hunting it really good, okay? And I'm not sure that was him in the picture. You know, they was blurry, blah blah blah, like kind of an old bank robbery picture, right? But you couldn't really tell if that was him. Now, if that was him 100%, he's in the swamp. Okay, and then so he moves in the night, and he probably sleeps up in the day. Now, the FBI has ultraviolet light tracking. Remember the Boston bomber? How they found the kid in the boat when they went over and the tarp was over him? They've got that. So I'm sure they're using that to cover with drones. I mean, he can't cover with mud. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can't cover with anything. He's going to light up. You know, I don't think he went to New York or there's been a couple rumors he might have went to Mexico. I've been to Mexico. So if he's down there wanted, a white boy that doesn't know Spanish, the cartel's going to grab him for the reward. So no, he's not down there. You know, I don't think. Who knows? I've had to eat. Might have went to Mexico. I've been to Mexico. So I'm sure they're using that to cover with drones. I mean, he can't cover with mud. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can't cover with anything.
I was about to say I don't know where I came from, but in the UV light situation, that'll almost show all fingerprints of anywhere that he's touched, and it'll also show some type of light or some type of glow based on him being photovoltaic, even though he's you know, he suffered from melanemia, but it would still be light. It'll still be light, like Dog was just saying, the same way they found the Boston bomber. So with this UV technology, you're able to basically see things that people touched on. They use this a lot of time when they come in your car and they want to see like if you got extra little white shit. Should have showed the fuck up on that fucking UV light.
He's gonna light up. You know, I don't think he went to New York or there's been a couple rumors he might have went to Mexico. I've been to Mexico. So if he's down there wanted, a white boy that doesn't know Spanish, the cartel's going to grab him for the reward. So no, he's not down there. You know, I don't think. Who knows? I've had to eat my words before. Sounds like when they got into argument, she screamed a lot. Now, if he's out in that tent, your voice will go what, 2 miles? And she's screaming. What if he put his hand over her mouth to shut her up and killed her? Or did he do it worse? It all depends. The autopsy report is out, I believe, how she died. Okay. That's going to be your murder, death penalty sentence. So, how do you say it could have been an accident? You know, the guy that killed my daughter in a car wreck, right? He passed too, but it was an accident. How do you say that? So, but right now we got to hunt him as a wanted fugitive. So the reason I went to Mr. Laundrie is because I carry a reputation with me. See me every night on Pluto TV. The reputation is,
Yo, dog, none of us see you on Pluto TV, bro.
second chance. So I thought, wow, the dad's gonna, see me and crack, and I know the kid knows me, probably one of my fans. So I thought the dad would answer and talk, but I was very persistent without disturbing the peace, and knocked a few times so they saw it was me, and I didn't play nasty and put a copy of the warrant on their front door. None of that. I was very respectful, and the dad can still reach out to me through social media.
And look at these hog fishers. The dad probably looking out the window like, oh, look, a bunch of niggas out here to photograph me talking to dog. I ain't coming out. I wanted to come out too. I wanted to have a little private convo with him. But fat face, fat bald head, stupid man right here is taking pictures right in front of the door. Right in front of everybody. Man, this fucking dude.
Get captured alive. So the next step that I have is to, now we work off leads. Okay, we don't have a crystal ball where we can say, oh, there's where he's at. Now we work off leads. Somebody knows something. Somebody else knows where he's at, where they dropped him off at, or did they drop him off? That person is going to call us, because again, we're not the police. This is anonymous. We don't have to tell. We are willing to go to.
You heard that. Dog don't have to tell. If y'all trying to get in contact with somebody and give us a secret information, call dog. Call dog. It's the free man's bidding war now. Call dog. Try to get dog to arrest everybody. Dog said he's not telling. What's the point of calling him then? What are you gonna do? No, I'm not gonna tell on you, but I want you to turn yourself in and I could bring you. What the fuck am I calling you for? I'm not calling you. I have nothing to tell you, bro. You saying you're not telling? Why am I telling you? Only person I want to tell is somebody that's obligated to tell. And I wanted to go tell the police because I want the police to know that I'm surrendering. I don't want you. You might be trying to get a bounty. Hey, I have him. I have him kidnapped. I'm not gonna give him back unless y'all pay me for him. I don't know, dog, but niggas not giving you up, bro. I don't like that excuse.
To find him, whether it's in Mexico, I've got connections there, or anywhere. I think again that he's young enough, not an experienced criminal, but what is his greatest experience? Okay, outdoorsman. That's what he does the best. I don't think he can shoplift and live in the city and be on the run and, sleep at cheap hotels. I think that he is what's in his blood. He's in them hills. On a 1 to 10, he's probably a 6 compared to the outdoorsmen and some of the guys that I've captured. Okay, those 2 New York guys, the one that killed the other guy we was 10 minutes behind him. That's good stuff. So this guy's not experienced like that. We get a scent of a trail. We get a scent, he's done. He's not going to hide in the trees and dig a cave and all that. He's got a small tent, maybe.
So that's the whole gist of what Dog's saying, right? So dog on the case now. He's saying, I guess Dog said he's on the case. You hear me? Dog saying, yo, if y'all want somebody to get him, I'll get him. Dog out there, nigga, dropping key. Yo, I know about criminals like this. I'll hunt them down. I don't know, dog. Hopefully you could do something, bro. Hopefully you could do something. I don't know. This case seems messy. Messy. Everything about this case is messy.
Yeah, this case just sounds like a tragic case of white privilege.
Everything is messy in this case, bro. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense, bro.
And the only reason why it doesn't make sense is because they don't follow protocol when it's them.
Nothing makes sense, bro. They arrested the two nut jobs.
Let him go. Damn near got him a free hotel room. Didn't search the girl. Searched the guy. What else did they do wrong?
There was bias off rip with the woman, and I guess they say Brian seemed good enough that they felt bad about being so mean to Brian, I'm just trying to figure out, like, if that was a melanated couple, right? Would it be that same compassion?
Yeah.
When somebody would be like, man, damn, bro, this couple young, they're like they just having an argument. Like, you feel me? Like, would somebody try to look out for them like that?
9 times out of 10, no.
And then they use these people cases though. Like, these would be case studies, and they say, no, you can't let people go. Think about the time that you did this with Brian and Gabby.
So now it kind of creates a problem for a solution of, we have to arrest you for 24 hours. You guys need a cooling period. Blah, blah, blah.
Yo,
Yeah.
think about that shit, bro. We've been complaining about this going on too long. Like, yo, y'all got to stop doing it. Y'all got to stop doing that. We've been saying, yo, yeah. Sometimes y'all think I let these people go. And then they've been saying, nah, they go kill people. And we say, bro, no, bro, the studies ain't showing that. Y'all ain't got that much studies of niggas let y'all let go to kill people.
And then, bop, make it a major story. Major headline.
Even the Black Privilege covering it. You know, we ain't got nothing to do with no melanemic folks. It's a big situation though, right? The melanemic folks saying that something going on over here. And just to stay on them, I'm gonna show you what's going on. I'm just gonna show you how they do everything. Because what I thought about immediately was like, yo, imagine back in the days. And I guess you can't be addicted to it. It ain't really killing you. But what if people came out and was like, man, we losing too much of our black people to jail. It's too much black brothers going to jail because they smoking a little herb. We're gonna give them free. I guess you couldn't do that because then how would you know when the PO want to sneak a test on them? Okay, I just want to show you this video first, and then I'm going to develop my story because I want y'all to really understand where I'm going with this. I really want y'all to understand. But think about it. Black people smoke cannabis. But I'm thinking about what could you do about it. You have to decriminalize it. Okay, you have to decriminalize it. But nevertheless, just pay attention. So I'm thinking if you have to decriminalize it, that'll be different. But I think based on what the studies say, majority of the crime happens. A lot of the crime is stopped because of the usage of it, and a lot of the crime happened because of the sale of it. Is what I'm trying to get at. Just make sure y'all remember those stats. Those stats have been blatantly proven. A lot of. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna post stats like I know people, but I ain't really. Nevertheless, bro, the stats is that the people that use it commit far less crime. And the reason why there's crime around it, especially in the inner city, is the sale of it, the transaction of it, which is why that's illegal. You can't be selling it. You can't be, yo, I got this for, I got the most high plant. I'm selling it to you for $30. No, I don't want it for $30. I want it for $25. No, you ain't getting it for $25.
The Vancouver Police Department told me.
So it's a war that started, but just check this out. Just peep.
I want it for $0.
Yeah, you feel me? Just peep this, because I'm just trying to think about, like, why don't we do this then? Because I'm seeing that we could do this, right? We could. It's just a plan. Me and Empress was watching Amazon.
Oh yeah, if they allow for regular gardening, as they should, because it's a plant that comes out of the ground, we would be perfectly fine.
Yeah, nobody got to worry about nothing. That's your plant, bro. Did you plant that plant?
And everybody who decides to share it with people, like, there's no getting robbed. You either get a donation for it or you don't. But don't come to the cops talking about somebody robbed you. You won't go to the cops because somebody stole your oranges.
But
it's just
you do though.
No, because animals come in your garden all the time. You don't call the cops on the animals for eating the stuff.
You don't call the cops on the animals, nigga. But if you got some trees up and a nigga come by your trees, nigga, and he's stealing your shit, what you let him know. Beware. I'll kill you if I see you with your arms over my fucking fence like that.
Yeah, but have you ever seen that situation at all?
What? I seen people chase people down for fucking what, babe?
Like, if I take a couple buds off your plant, you gonna call the cops on me?
What, bro?
I'm just taking a couple buds. I'm not taking the whole plant.
Bro, there's a fucking orange grove right over there in Apopka. Thousands of beans of orange trees. I remember the first time I drove by and never seen that shit. I was like, man, let's go steal some fucking oranges. Let's grab a couple oranges, y'all. Let's go grab a couple oranges. They say, T, you better not go touch no oranges.
Oh, so they fearmongered you.
Man, they fearmongered me. The gate fearmongered me. You'll be prosecuted if you steal one of these oranges. You cannot touch none of these oranges, bro. That's what I'm saying. People got plants and beans of oranges on the tree. You can't touch them.
Well, yeah, I can't. I just don't understand where we would want them to criminalize or not criminalize the herb, but want to criminalize a person taking your herbs. It's like, bro, we're out of it. We're staying out of it. If we can't criminalize you for having it, bro, we're not going to be dealing with it when it gets stolen from you.
Oh, that makes sense. But I'm telling you, oranges, apples, everything that a nigga grows.
Being commercially sold, you said?
Oh, if it's commercially sold, you definitely can't touch it. But even if it's in my backyard, you can't touch it. But if it's commercially sold, them niggas will put more money towards prosecuting your ass. That's the difference between stealing some shit from commercial niggas and your own people. Your own people, it's just one orange, it's good. Commercial niggas, they know it's one orange and they got a billion of them. And they like, yo, that person took one orange off the tree. Thief.
Nah, it's not one orange. They took one orange. Now they feel like they can get away with 20 oranges because they're going to come back.
See, that's all nonsense. That's what I'm saying. That's nonsense. What if they were literally taking the orange because they was passing through and they were just like me? They're going to
pass through 20 more times.
Nah, I never was going to pass through again. This is my first time ever seen this orange tree in my life.
Let him get away. He's going to be like, oh, this is okay.
I'm just telling you, people going to make excuses like that all the time. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just saying.
No, it's not an excuse.
Nobody could take a butt off your tree, bro. They take a butt off your tree. Somebody take one butt off your tree, they're going to take 100 butt off your tree. You never have no butt. You're going to be a buttless nigga.
Okay, maybe for your butt, they can't take it off, but people can take your butts off. It's just a matter of what you're going to do when they do decide to take your butts off.
What you mean?
Because people can just walk into your yard and take your butts.
Oh, yeah, you
Same
can
way
kill them.
You can walk. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a matter of now of what you decide to do personally.
We're trying to eliminate that. So we don't want people taking people's stuff off their butts, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you're recreating another problem to try to figure out. Yo, nah, you can't take stuff off people's butt. Nah, bro, I'm going to kill him if you take stuff off my butt, bro. I'm growing this plant for myself. What are you talking about? I got a whole family, nigga. What are you talking about? This nigga take stuff off people's butts. So all I'm saying is, this system right here, if we all had a plant, we all got one plant. If you want to plant more plant, there's free space. There's a space called free space where you pay for space. It's not free in the sense of the actual spaces are free, but these are like free, meaning added on top of your normal, what you're given to survive. I'm just thinking about like a socialist ass society, nigga, where because everybody's supposed to be able to survive, living wage. Everything everybody's supposed to have one of. Bare minimum. Free spaces is things that you pay for, which you could add on to yourself. So you say, yo, I want that space over there. You go to another fucking space and you grow 10 cannabis plants. They only charge you for the space. You can grow as much plants as you want to grow. The same thing with any other space. You want a house. Any others, because you start off with one of everything. You want 2 houses. You want 3 houses. Those are other spaces that you can pay for. That's all I'm saying, bro. I think that's the best way to do it. But for you to say, yo, I could take off your tree. No, it's all fair. I think that's fair as fuck. I think we should all take off each other's tree, but you don't even got a tree, my boy. You can't take off my tree. You feel me? You can't take off my tree, bro. Like I
get a seed?
You can get a seed for sure. You can get a seed for sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna get the seeds out of this bud right here.
Nah.
Oh, you picking the seeds for me now?
Yeah, I break the bud down, give you some seeds. Hey, break the bud down, give you some seeds. Hey, who got some plants? Hey, give bruh some seeds. Break your John down, give him some seeds, and me and you gonna swap herbs. But yeah, bruh, ain't not getting no free herbs. Nah. You gotta be growing your own shit. But listen to what these folks doing though, because I like it. I don't like it because it's extreme.
Meth that's being handed out on the streets of Vancouver for free.
From this tent over here, we are distributing a safe supply of drugs. The points of drugs you will get from the boxes being distributed from that tent have been tested. This means that you are at no risk of overdosing on fentanyl. And we want this model to be legislated so that it can happen all over the place so our friends and family stop dying.
I'm in Vancouver, Canada, which is home to some of the most progressive drug policies in the world. And it's also in the midst of a deadly opioid overdose crisis. In 2016, the British Columbia government declared the overdose crisis here a public health emergency. Since then, more than 7,000 people have died of drug overdoses, with the majority of deaths involving fentanyl, a synthetic opioid that's up to 100 times more potent than morphine. Many of the deaths are concentrated in this neighborhood, the downtown east side, which is one of the poorest areas in Canada. I'm going to meet up with the founder of the Drug User Liberation Front, a local activist group that keeps breaking the law to hand out free tested drugs because they believe it will save lives. I'm Manisha Krishnan, and this is Free Drugs.
It's 3.6 grams of ketamine, 3.5 grams of cocaine from the brick, 3.5 grams of cocaine washed with acetone. This is 3.1 grams of crystal meth, 3.7 grams of actual heroin, and then Xanax bars.
Ras Natty is a co-founder of DULF, the Drug User Liberation Front, a coalition of activists that has been giving out free tested drugs in the downtown east side to demonstrate the concept of safe supply. She's ordered about $2,000 worth of drugs from the dark web that she's planning to give away after it's been tested for purity.
These drugs will be broken up into like quarter grams and then given away for free to people. And I'm like, a quarter of a gram of drugs is zilch. It's like one hit for some people, you know. But at least I know with that one hit, they're not going to die of a fentanyl overdose. And they're going to know what they're getting, and they're going to know how they're dosing themselves with the drugs, which is totally different than street drugs.
Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that's up to 100 times more powerful than morphine. Used medically as a painkiller, counterfeit versions of fentanyl began causing dramatic spikes in overdose deaths in the US and Canada around 2015, and it's gotten increasingly worse since then. In British Columbia, overdose deaths jumped by 74% in 2020, the worst year ever. The US had a record 93,000 fatal overdoses in 2020, more than 2/3 of which involved opioids. In some jurisdictions, fentanyl has completely replaced heroin and has reduced life expectancies. Since last year, DULF has hosted numerous drug giveaways, handing out crystal meth, cocaine, heroin, and opium in the downtown east side. Technically, it's considered drug trafficking and is punishable by jail time. DULF wants the government to allow compassion clubs, a model that would allow community members to supply each other with clean drugs without worrying about being arrested. So tell me the origin story behind the Drug User Liberation Front. What is it and what is its purpose?
So I was working in the shelter system in Vancouver, and in 2016, fentanyl hits the streets, and we see this escalating number of deaths. And it was so bad that at the time, 2016 through 2018, we were responding to 5 to 10 people dropping dead, and you're having to breathe oxygen into these people's lungs and, keep them alive, sometimes for like 20 minutes while you're waiting for paramedics administering naloxone, whatever. And the amount of death I was getting exposed to made me be like, well, we need to fix this. It's an issue. I'm going to go work, on this from a public policy perspective, go work for the government. And all I was met with was, we can't do that. What you're advocating, getting people a clean and safe supply of drugs, is something that's outside of our purview, or it's violating this, memorandum of understanding, nah. And I was like, fuck you, until eventually I had my position terminated. So DULF kind of grows as the natural extension of that, of me being like, here's what we need to do. We're going to do it with or without your help. We're going to get clean drugs into people's hands so that they stop dying.
What do you want the government to do, like in an ideal world?
In an ideal world, the government just gets out of our way and lets us open a store that is like a liquor store. And I'm like, if you guys want to tax us so you can provide healthcare and addiction services and recovery beds and all this shit, for sure. Just get out of our way. Let us get clean drugs into people's hands. Let us distribute them in a way where there's not going to be cross-contamination. Let us educate the public about how to use drugs, keep each other safe, how to use naloxone, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, just get out of our goddamn way and don't arrest us.
The Vancouver Police Department told me that while DULF's giveaways are technically drug trafficking, it sometimes overlooks illegal actions tied to protests. Can you talk a little bit about the mental toll that doing this type of work takes on you?
I'm scared. I'm constantly scared, and I can't say that enough. Like, I live in constant fear. So I'm like, take the fear of arrest, take the fear of violence out of the equation.
Eris believes everyone should have access to safe drugs, not just people who are addicted, because anyone who uses drugs is at risk of dying from an accidental overdose.
Not everyone that uses drugs has a medical disorder where they have chaotic substance use they need to rectify. You know, maybe you're someone who uses heroin once in a while for fun. Maybe you're someone who uses coke on the weekend. Maybe you're someone who smokes crystal meth for whatever reason. But in every case, if you go to the street supply of drugs, you run the risk that your drugs will either have fentanyl in them when they're not supposed to, or if you're trying to buy fentanyl, have an unpredictable quantity of the drug fentanyl in them. So really what we're trying to prevent is this death, this like pallid, horrible death we're seeing all around us. And in the downtown east side, despite all its progressive policy, nothing they've done has slowed down the stem of death.
I think that at first glance, when you hear about a group of young people that's handing out drugs for free, it sounds kind of insane. It sounds very sensational. I think after meeting with Eris and the Drug User Liberation Front, you see that there is a logic to what they're doing. You know, it's not like it's fun to be purchasing a bunch of drugs, testing them, labeling them, and then handing it out. It's a desperate attempt to just stop people from dying. Vancouver's considering decriminalizing possession of all drugs, and there are already safe injection sites and prescription heroin programs here. But Elizabeth Holliday, who directs harm reduction for the Public Health Authority, says there are barriers to receiving pharmaceutical alternatives to street drugs.
It is a number of hoops that you have to jump through in order to get there. And then ultimately, it's the prescriber who's going to determine what medication is going to be the right one for you, what's available at the site. It's intensive. It's a time commitment. So for Crosstown, you have to go 3 times a day, potentially, which could be your whole day. Like if you think about what we do in our days, and if we had to go 3 times to the same place to pick up a medication, that would be a barrier to sort of the activities of daily life.
Holliday says activist groups like DOLF have a history of pushing forward drug policy in the city.
I think in some cases, like as the health authority, we're not able to necessarily, like we certainly can't be handing out illegal drugs that have been purchased from wherever, even with spectrometry testing. But the activism is so important. And I think of the legacy here, places like VANDU, the Vancouver Area Network of Drug Users, the activism that led to the creation of Insight. Like is a history of this community pushing government and health authorities and officials to do better, to make change.
DOLF is planning more drug giveaways and protests, but Eris says it's hard to stay positive. Are you optimistic?
I'm not exactly sure we'll see things change very quickly, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more people die. You know, I can stay optimistic in the idea that I'm doing the right thing to try and help my community. I can have hope in the fact that we have allies in this community who are trying to help us and trying to change things. But in terms of being optimistic that things will change, like absolutely not. In fact, I'm almost confident everyone I know will die.
Empress, what's your thought on what you're hearing? But this is what I was saying as far as the whole free drug situation.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, but in reality, when we think about who we're dealing with, as far as politicians, it just doesn't make any sense for them to fix that problem. Like, how does it benefit them to fix that problem? They need more people off the planet. They're always claiming that there's an overpopulation of people on this planet. So I don't know what would incentivize them to stop this high rate of overdoses.
I completely agree with that. The one stock that I did take, though, is their people, right? Mm-hmm. Even right now, like I said, with this whole free drug situation, when it was going on with the minorities, I don't know if they really even went this level
free drugs.
Oh no,
Right?
pity who?
Yeah, I don't know if they ever thought about, yo, you know what? We should probably look out for them a little bit. But I remember people like Terrence McKenna kind of speaking towards that field and saying, yo, you got to stop the sale of it. These people need it. But then they tell you that back in the days, America did do a whole little psychedelic John where they were trying to see if motherfuckers could read minds and a bunch of stuff. So they was putting them on all these drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, bro. But definitely, Empress, I agree with you. Like, what is their benefit of stopping something like this? But like I said, it's their bras.
Yeah, and when you say that it's their bras,
Mm.
we kind of give it a broad stroke of like, oh, okay, white people take care of white people, which means government's taking care of this. When in reality, it's like, no, the black people that are doing these type of drugs are in the wrong tribe. Because if you look at who's the advocates for this stuff, this looks like the people that are part of the alphabet gang. So with that being said, they have supporters who are here to support the efforts of, reducing overdoses. Whereas in the black community, it's like, we're not supporting this at all. Like, no, we don't understand. We're not sympathizing with it. This is not what we do over here.
100% fact. A lot of those harder drugs, I agree with what you're saying as far as on that. A lot of those harder drugs,
you're going to get other white people to support those people in those efforts. Whereas black people, like, we'll support you if you're trying to go to college, if you're trying to be a part of, this thing they call the matrix. If you're trying to indulge in the worldly aspects, we'll support you full-fledged. If you're trying to support hardcore drug usage, things of that nature, it's like, I don't know how many black people you're going to find to support you on that. Good luck, but I don't think it's a high number.
That makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, we can say it's white people and tied to this, I guess, ad hominem of the government helping and aiding their people, but in reality, the tribe gets smaller than that because this is in Canada. This is not even in the U.S. And we've seen all the little imagery that they put towards it.
And look, and I was saying, Oregon, all those places, think about what they're doing, the butt bumps and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're making all these little ways to get.
And that's another thing that we need to touch on. Besides the fact that these people are being supported by the alphabet group, these people are also in smaller population areas like Vancouver, like Oregon, where it's like we need as many people as we can get in these specific areas. So we need to make sure we're retaining our people, keeping it the way it is. Whereas in these major cities like New York City and California, maybe it would not be as lucrative for them to, stop this type of madness because it's like, well, we're overcrowded anyways. You saying people are dismissing themselves through
But they ain't even stopping it in Cali. They said the homeless shit getting crazy. They running away. They real people. Joe gone. A lot of the people gone. The homeless population is so crazy. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
wait, how does homeless and drug become the same people?
That's what it usually is. A lot of these people it's a lot of them they lose their home, but it's not even close to 50%. Majority of the people that's out there, nigga, it's drugs, bro.
And you're saying in Cali they didn't have any type of free drug type service going on?
Nah, Cali. I don't know what exactly Cali did, but I know for sure Oregon was the first niggas on the cutting edge of all drugs being free, right? Mm-hmm. Cali had the situation though with the cannabis, right? Cali allowed the cannabis, which is not too bad, but Cali they said it's a lot of restrictions in comparison to Oregon, right? And then some people go to Vegas because they say Vegas got more restrictions in comparison to Cali because they say a lot of Cali shit whack. So everybody got they level up, but I was just saying, just in that sense, like Cali ain't really retaining no people. I see. I understand what you're saying, though, definitely. But like in New York with the homeless population, with them having the bro was showing us the gates earlier, the shit that the people lay on because they don't want to freeze to death.
Right.
But right now they're saying the homeless population is crazy in NY. Right. So I don't know. I'm just saying, based on what I'm hearing, it seems like shit not going good. They're saying Cali not doing good though. And you seen Cali. Cali ran away everybody, but homeless people probably. You seen San Diego. San Diego niggas is just walking out of stores.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Even I think any part of the population, whether you're rich or poor, if they're getting people out of there, bro, they can kind of restabilize the situation versus everyone staying put, bro, and you can't make no changes. They already got a lot of people out with the wildfires. They got people out with the pandemic. So, you know, like ultimately at one point or another, they possibly could focus on homeless people and pretty much, you know, rehabbing them and getting them right and getting them back into the workspace and being, I don't know, just making it more cheaper to live and just rebuilding. So
but just say right now ain't the time
to be concerned about the rich people leaving, or
the rich people leaving and worrying about the
it's just like, all right, let's get as many people out of here as possible. Thanks. I don't know what their obsession is with Cali because of the whole fault line situation and how they're sitting on a tectonic plate, but yeah, I feel like they're trying to literally renew that space.
They said it's the first time and since it's California been anything that they had people leaving. They said they never had.
Yeah, it's too overwhelming, bro. Like the taxes to live there alone, you have state taxes, you have taxes on gas, taxes on using straws, plastic bottles. Like it's obviously they're trying to get you out of there. It's the same tax that Disney used to use when they didn't want more people coming. They raise the prices of the ticket. They do a plethora of things, bro, to get you out of there, bro. And they don't care who gets out. They want you out, bro. Leave, please.
But they don't stop nothing because more people come.
That's what they're saying. It's like, bro, even if all the rich people were to exit, bro, we would still be in trouble, bro, because it's too many people.
Nah, but that's the thing, though. With cities, it ain't the same as Disney. Because with cities, anybody can come. And once you don't have nobody, like property value drops based on the value of the property. So, like, with Disney, nigga, you come in a theme park, you pay to come in the theme park. I could pay to get in Cali, nigga, and make the property value go from zero. Man, I could probably even do that at Disney. I could take my ad at Disney, nigga, and be in that bit working up a fucking storm, nigga. Breaking shit, nigga, falling off.
That still gets us back to zero where we're trying to go. So it doesn't matter. Even if we get the worst people in California to bring the prices down to
the lowest numbers.
At that point, when everybody's finally out of their houses, we can start criminalizing these people and putting them in jails, putting them wherever we need to put them, and then we can start rebuilding. But at this point, we are not going to intervene with anything. If there are people overdosing, let them overdose. If there are people leaving, let them leave.
See, right now, what I want to do, I want to Google cities. I want to see if there are any cities that thought they was doing some shit at one point and end up not being in the top 10 now. Like, I'm trying to figure, was there anybody that was high, like had some money? Venezuela for sure had straight money, nigga, and they terrible right now. But I want to figure out somebody in America, like a regular city or like a state. Yeah, somebody that
was flourishing at one point and now is in desolate. Detroit.
All right, but we can kind of explain that based on a lot of the,
car manufacturers.
Yeah, they was famous for that. That's the Motor City. That's the Motor City, and they ain't got no motors like that, so kind of fucked them up. Even a lot of those people that do the oil and the coal miners and all them niggas. Them niggas got poor as fuck over there. But was they ever really rich? But they had to be a time that their job was prosperous, right? Stuff had to be booming and bustling. It's nothing now. It's a lot of places like that in the world, dude. In America for sure, bro.
Yeah, because like even with Detroit, they're kind of revamping. You're starting to hear more people invest in the properties and
for sure
of that nature just within the Michigan area.
For sure, but I hear a lot of crime all the time. Then I hear people shooting out windows, people just shooting out, busting windows. It's a bunch of homeless houses. It's just a bunch of houses in New York. In Michigan. Yeah. I'd be seeing Michigan looking crazy. You ever looked at Michigan? They had the water bottle, the paintball fights and busting windows out. I've never seen that done in fucking those cities, bro. That's doing anything prosperous. What? DC right now. I don't think DC doing good. I seen DC looking with them houses too. I need to run these stats down. I'm gonna have one of my homeboys come in.
Y'all in the Michigan or the Maryland area, and y'all want to speak to the
definitely
prosperousness of.
I want to figure out if y'all doing nothing, bro.
But at this point, we feel like Cali, well, not we, but I specifically feel like Cali has a strategic plan to lower the population as much as they can. They've possibly lowered it to close to half now because with the wildfires and the pandemic combined, there was a huge exodus. But yeah.
I got to see how many people moved out, but like I said, this was in Cali's history. The first time that people ever moved out of Cali, they saying based on their studies. So that shit, it ain't a light story.
Scared me when she said that shit because I looked up.
Empress, you could hear this, right?
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it say just don't hit me and stay in the motherfucker.
Hey, what is this?
This is actually a random. I thought it was the video that you was putting me on. The monkey.
Modern women with smelly, stinky monkey. DJ's how got shot head, 32 months, coma.
I didn't know that's what she was talking about, though. She had a little skirt on. She was looking good, so you know that.
Is there a white man behind him?
Yeah, the white man that helped him.
Huh?
Out the car, I was talking
the white man that helped him. You got his helmet on tight.
What, he in jail?
But on them essential products and shit.
No, G in jail. But Empress said, "Oh, G in jail."
Make sure you record.
I pulled out a large amount of money in front of a girl one time back in 2006.
If this is not an educational moment, I don't know what it is.
And she was like, she was just making phone calls, man. But I don't
Can you put like a comment or something? Because if you're not putting on the screen, I'm not gonna know to cut it. I'll just
listen on these essential products. I know this is back in 06 shit, but on them essential products and shit, it's best to do your essentials at the crib. But if you out and about, make sure you record it.
The last thing I thought that she'd do some shit like that though, but
baby's been putting hit side on players for the longest, and because they got a monkey, we believe that she won't do that. She a good girl. She too cute for that.
I hit a couple of turns, and I went to the hood. I'm from 82nd and Birch in East Oakland. I got out the car. I was talking to a couple of my partners and shit. I got back in the car. She was like, something. Make sure that shit don't hit me. But
that was good right there. Say, Willie, it was probably only $3,000. Shit, it could have been 1,000. That shit was probably in 5s and 10s. Boy, you got to go. You're not fat. I didn't know that that's what she was talking about though. She had a little skirt on. She was looking good. So hey, I'm trying to get my freak on. I'm not anything. So you getting your flirt on at the Greyhound station on STD Friday. Do your due diligence. Get it done.
About getting killed at this time. I was young. I was 23. Long story short, man, I got back in my car, got to the stoplight on 82nd and MacArthur. When I get to the stoplight on MacArthur, shit, it felt like a bee sting, man. So I took my hat off. I'm like, it's a bee in the car. She hiding up under the dashboard in the passenger seat, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, man.
That man up on the dashboard because it already say, man, just make sure that y'all don't hit. You know a bitch gotta be desperate than a motherfucker to call up her partners and say the dude I'm with got this paper. Come on around here. They done say it on the phone that listen, we finna shoot shit out of butter, we finna kill him, or we finna shoot the car but then rob him. You know what I'm saying? It say just sound like a down that bit. But look here, shout out to Erica for the free shit, man.
My sunroof was broken. The sunroof was broken, man. I just got hella sleepy. I just started laying, putting my head back, and hella shit started rolling from the back of my neck. I did like this, and it was blood.
All this time, I thought a Lighter Hue player was standing behind him listening to a story. You know what I'm saying? Or caretaker or some shit like that. I thought that was somebody. My bad.
I don't know what made me do it, but I stuck both my fingers like this into the hole in my head, and I was playing with it like, oh shit, I'm shot in the head. And I was still able to talk and everything though, but somebody opened the door and punched me in the mouth, man. When they punched me in the mouth, they knocked me out for 32 months.
That gotta be real for the punching.
I remember much more of that. That's all I really remember, man. I woke up 32 months later with a whole ass baby. Like somebody was having sex with me in a coma. Like seriously. And long story short, just don't be flashing money in front of girls, man. Especially girls from Oakland. That can be girls from anywhere can do some shit like that to a nigga though, for real. But this is why I wear the helmet. 32-month coma, I wear the helmet because I don't have a skull. And my head is made of clay. I got clay around my brain. So this is to protect me from having seizures. Somebody can punch me in my head and just kill me. Easy as fuck. But hopefully that don't happen. That's why I do comedy. Just stay making friends, stay making more friends instead of making more enemies. I'd rather make friends than enemies. Like I used to be hood, but I don't want to be hood no more. I just want to be a dude that's just do comedy, man, make people laugh. That's all I care about is bringing a smile to somebody else's face makes me laugh.
Cause we seen the bro get lit up, but I don't know if he passed away in like California.
I don't know. That bro got killed.
Okay.
Yeah, this is another story about a brother that was flashing money. He just telling the story about how he was fucking up one day, flashing money. He had some money in his pocket.
Hold on, so he was at a Greyhound station, flashing money?
Nah, he was about me. Hold on, where did you hear that?
Cause he got in the car with a chick from where? Where did the chick come from?
Oh, him and the chick been chilling. He was at the spot with the chick. He was smashing the little chick. Yeah, he smashed her a couple of times, and he pulled up at the store or some shit. He was politicking with his homeboys. Bob, he come back in the car. He heard her say, "Yo, just don't hit me." Right? He said he wasn't thinking nothing of it. So while in that moment, I guess she had to call some dudes and like, "Yo, he got the money right now. You feel me? Just don't hit me." Right? Blah blah blah. And they pulled up on their ass and.
So when he got shot in the head, he thought it was a bee in the car?
Yeah, he thought he got stung by a bee. He said she was up on the dashboard like, "Yo, nigga, what the fuck?"
He literally got stung by a bee. A bitch.
Yeah, so, man, that was a crazy story. I heard it, bro, but that's so G, bro. And that's how that happened, bro. You got to be walk in, leave the door unlocked, and look so surprised. Just screaming, act like you don't know them guys. You feel me?
And he woke up with a baby?
32 months later.
Like, that part was the craziest part. That's like, hold on, so was she pregnant when the shooting happened? Or are you, like, why did you say somebody was having sex with you in a coma?
That's what he said. He said, I ain't no baby before I left. I ain't no baby before I left. The baby down in my age. I mean, baby, brand new. Baby, whatever month it take to make a baby, that one month the baby.
32 months he was in a coma. That's a different black man, bro. They don't keep black people, like, how did he manage to stay in 32 months?
Maybe his family was like, "No,
man, his family loved him.
Don't pull the plug on him. He good. I know him. He a fighter.
Right.
Like, he a fighter, man. He gonna be a comedian when he get out.
Bro, the man didn't even realize he was shot in the head. I guess when your spirit see it, spirit get out of there. If you get shot in the head from the front, versus getting shot in the head in the back and not knowing.
Oh, they say some people don't even taste death because your spirit run away and never come back. He tastes death. He died it. He died it, came back. That brother experienced it all.
What's going on?
Oh, she sliding on there.
Nigga.
Oh, that boy. Hey, but what this do show though is that women are more competitive. I'm guessing. Cause man, these older men, cause I ain't with old dude. But these was like the 100-year-old woman and a 102-year-old woman. It was up there, nigga. 1 and 2, talking about battling for first and second place. You ain't seen him? You seen him? You let your grandma go out there on the race like that?
Man, we was just talking about how we don't want no fat people and no old people to be racing each other.
Cause they falling too much.
I'm like, bro, nobody fell. That is what's up.
Oh, these are athletes though. But you see the top two, even the three. Look. Even the third lady, like, come here. I'm not giving no. Oh, I'm on your head.
Nigga, she got him.
I'm on your head. Look at OG though. They can't fuck with him. His time faster than everybody. He got the fastest time. 19 seconds.
Young nigga world.
Look, I wonder what these niggas came in. I'm gonna take them. They did. Hold on, run your race. Let me take this off the screen. A stroke survivor. Come on, man. Burning niggas like this, the stroke survivor? Come on, man. Don't ever give up. Run your race. Right? You may not be the fastest nigga at 20, 30, 40. You feel me? You didn't even know that at 100 was going to be the time that you was going to finally be able to beat everybody.
I ain't trying to watch none but the wise elders run.
Right?
Man.
Usain Bolt thought he was going to...
What are all black people at?
You called out Usain Bolt at 100 and smoked him. Because 100 was your years.
Facts.
You feel me? Just wait for your years, man. Everybody got their years. Look at ma'am in the red. She always knew she had her years. 102. Oh, she won. I knew I could run because I'm always in the yard working. Look, even more impressive, she says she doesn't train often and starts running just weeks before, nigga. Just weeks before. And you knew why she was going to win? Because she said, I be training all week.
Nah, she said she'd be in that garden or working outside.
Hey, if I stop gardening, they going to try to kill me anyway.
That sun.
So I'm good. I'm putting my shoes in these feet. Hey, shout out to those old people that are running the race, bro. You know, I always be wanting little down moments in the cast, bro. Where y'all just get the to knock my head off with too much information. Those some old people. You know we love old people.
Mm-hmm.
They so amazing, right? They do their thing and they try to accomplish. What they do is they should reinvigorate you, give you some new life. The new life, bro.
Definitely inspiring, yeah.
We need some old people like this, but all right, boom. I'm about to go to this brother right in, and we better get up out of here. It's amazing. So I love when me and Empress do these little niche shows. You see me? Just chill. It's a little niche show, niche type of show. But you know, it don't matter what I do. They're gonna try to kill me anyway. That's why I make sure I keep my head up and my face down. If you ever watch Bruce Lee, you know what I'm talking about. So never put your head down, nigga. Plow, kick you in your fucking face. Plow, punch you in your head top. So keep your eyes on your opponent.
But you just said your face is down.
Huh?
You said your head is up, your face is down.
Mm.
How are you gonna keep it on your opponent if your face is down?
No, my face of my body. Like this is my face. My front part of my body is my face of my body. But I'll tell you that my head is up. So you should already knew that, though, Empress. So what is my head if my face is something different? You saying my face is like my eyes and my nose and stuff. And my head is just my head.
Head up.
But you saying my head is just my head. And my face is just my eyes.
Your head is your crown.
Yeah.
So as long as your crown is up, the antenna is still serviceable. But as soon as your head goes down, the antenna kind of has connection issues.
We kept on messing with Nana and picking her shirt colors. This your shirt, this your shirt, this your shirt. And she was like, no, I'm purple. She touched her forehead.
Who?
My daughter. She said she purple.
You have 2 daughters. Which one?
I already told you 30 seconds ago, but I didn't want to reinvigorate myself. I didn't want to get more energy. I didn't want to get more energy on this argument, bro. You know I get a lot of energy when I talk about my daughters.
Welcome to Africa at the United Nations.
Mr. President of the General Assembly, Secretary General, Sir, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, ambassadors, distinguished delegates. Over recent days, the images of the way many of my compatriots have been handled at the border between Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, ambassadors, distinguished delegates. Over recent days, the images of the way many of my compatriots have been handled at the border between Mexico and the United States have shocked many people. We do not wish to challenge the right of a sovereign state to control the entry of foreigners into its territory or to send back to their country of origin those who enter a country illegally. However, we believe that many countries which are prosperous today have been built through successive waves of migrants and refugees. The issue of migrants must remind us that human beings, fathers and mothers who have children, are always going to flee poverty and conflicts. They will always strive to offer better. Most of the population, of the world's population indeed, lives in poverty, even extreme poverty, without any prospects of a better life. Mr. President, in the humanitarian sphere, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights has recorded more than 80 million people uprooted throughout the world. These include almost 30 million who are refugees or asylum seekers. This is a humanitarian crisis, the scale of which should be of concern to everyone. In order to find a lasting solution to the issue of migration, there's a need to tackle the root causes of human displacement. I would urge the international community to strengthen urgently measures to improve living conditions in the countries of origin of political or economic refugees. In order to do this, states parties must recommit to the fundamental principles of the 1951 Convention. Together, we must find, in a spirit of cooperation, the best ways and means of ensuring that the rights of refugees be respected and protected. Haiti is ranked one of the most vulnerable countries to natural disasters. There was a series of deadly, devastating disasters, including the 2010 earthquake and Hurricane Matthew of 2016 that hit the country hard. They were followed by a powerful 7.2 scale earthquake, which wrought havoc on the entire southern peninsula of the Republic of Haiti on the 14th of August this year. According to the available official figures, we have seen at least 2,207 deaths, 344 people are still missing, and more than 12,268 people have been injured. Thousands of houses have either been destroyed or damaged, as well as hospitals, schools, churches, bridges, and roads. I'd like to take this opportunity to commend once again the spontaneous outpouring of solidarity from the international community that swiftly mobilized with our authorities to provide assistance and aid to the victims. We greatly appreciated the visit of the United Nations Deputy Secretary General, Madam Amina Mohammed. She went to the areas affected just shortly after the disaster to assess properly the scale of the damage and to have a better understanding of the real needs of the people affected. I'm not going to quote all those countries and organizations that came and helped us in case I forget someone, but I wish to be clear that they all deserve our gratitude. I would like to urge the international community to remain collectively engaged alongside Haiti to help it to respond not only to its immediate humanitarian needs, but also to assist it in the reconstruction process upon which my government is working. Along with our technical and financial partners, I have started a post-disaster needs assessment, a PDNA. We should, over the next few weeks, receive an exhaustive needs assessment of our needs in order to undertake reconstruction. There's a need to build back better and in a more resilient way to better cope with climate hazards and natural disasters in general. Once again, we are banking upon your proactive assistance, both through existing mechanisms and also through new commitments. The focus on the reconstruction of the Southern Peninsula cannot and must not make us forget the fact that fighting poverty and creating wealth, these are some of the main priorities for my government. This is why we are going to continue to work on establishing a propitious environment for an economic recovery and for attracting both national and foreign investment. Our population is young. It needs decent jobs and better prospects for the future. Mr. President, today, more than ever, we need a more robust and effective multilateral system to enable member states of the organization to develop joint strategies to meet these major challenges. This should be part of a holistic vision of a better world for all by reaffirming our collective commitment to a stronger and constantly renewed multilateralism. I do not wish to conclude without inviting member states to consider the aspirations of the Republic of China, Taiwan, that wants to and can play a non-negligible role in our organization's initiatives, seeking to preserve peace and international security and to promote cooperation and development between nations. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate that multilateralism has proven itself over more than 3/4 of a century as a crucial mechanism in relations between states. The United Nations organization remains the main intergovernmental and universal instrument for building together a fairer, more peaceful, and more fraternal world. Let us ensure that it can continue to play its role as a forum for the people of the United Nations, where together we can find joint solutions to the problems we share. Thank you very much.
What you was on?
Who's the people in Haiti right now besides Taiwan?
It's a bunch of people, to be exact, but Taiwan is in the main brothers got embassy of America, the embassies, French. I know they said they had some French people last time I looked at the reports. The Colombian, for some reason, Colombia
has an embassy.
I don't know if they got an embassy, but they got a big fucking connection with y'all. I don't know if they're allies or something, but Colombia is a big bro. But yeah, those are two bros for sure. I know they got embassy, America and Taiwan. France, I'm not sure if they got an embassy. What is their little deal situation with that situation over there? But yeah, what you was getting at though? You just asking.
Yeah, I didn't really hear it.
Yeah, he ain't really give out no names. He said it's a lot of bros helping them because he said he don't want to forget any names, so he didn't give any names. Right, but then he brought up 1951 convention. Right, 1951. We probably do a little more in depth on that another cast. But 1951 convention. This was the refugee convention.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's what he was kind of referring to as far as when he said the 1951 convention. So you would be able to type that in, probably get a lot of little different searches about 1951 convention. Even if you type in the refugee convention, it's all of it's free, so you'll probably even be able to get a free PDF from the situation. So, like I said, I want to go into that a little bit more. He kept on bringing up the word multilateralism. In international relations, multilateralism refers to an alliance of multiple countries pursuing a common goal. All right, just to read the biblical definition of what he was describing when he kept on explaining that. He said there's 80 million people that's kind of been uprooted from their homeland and blah, 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 refugee and things like this.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying it's a humanitarian crisis. So it's not just about Haiti or just these certain people. It's, you feel me? We need to figure out what's going on. So that's why he kept on saying multilateralism. It's been shown to work over 3 centuries. You feel me? He's just trying to harp on that, like, yo, we need some common goals, bro. We need it to where everybody want everybody to be happy, bro. Everybody want everybody to have some bare minimum. Like I said, we'll figure out the intangibles as far as the extras, as far as the amount of spaces you can buy and stuff like that. But
yeah, I just think it's funny. Like, I didn't hear DR in none of this, and it's just like no one's saying it, but it's like it's obviously some type of war. Or like stale lock, nigga, where it's like, nah, we don't mess with you, we don't intervene in none of that you got going on, and vice versa.
No, I don't know. They may be saying that they're helping as far as on that front. I haven't really heard anything, but we gotta also think too. They don't really have no motherfucking shit like that. Right? They don't have no economy like that either, really. To be being a major help. So I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they've been helping at all. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you as far as.
Yeah, you would just think like it would be more of a sisterly bond, like, you know, DR is reaching out to help in the efforts, or I guess he didn't name anybody who was helping, so you don't know. Maybe they are reaching out and helping. But yeah, the only person I heard was Taiwan.
Yeah, Switzerland, Dominican Republic, help Haiti. So this is 2021. This is Switzerland, Dominican Republic. Airbase in San Domingo to be collecting center for national and international aid designated for Haiti. Haiti and Dominican Republic. Haitian families often face huge systematic challenges, including food, blah, 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 instabilities, and several disasters have brought devastation and death to their doorstep in recent years. So I guess it's Liz John. So I guess they're saying, yeah, some. I don't know if they're saying there's help, but they're saying there's some shit right here. They can pull up. They can pull up 1 through shit. They can pull up 1 through shit. Haitian President Dominicans were unaware that Boyer made a confession with the French and agreed to pay France to. For the lost territory of Haiti, Boyer agreed to pay a sum of 150 million francs, more than twice what France had charged the United States for the much larger Louisiana territory in 1803. Thus, the Haitians would essentially be forced into paying to maintain their freedom from the French. During 22 years of Haitian occupation, the Haitians implemented what some Dominicans viewed as a brutal military regime. Use of the French language over Spanish was enforced and the army closed. Universidad Santo Tomas de Aquino. In addition, the Haitians' army confiscated all church land and property and imposed mandatory military service. This difficult time for the Dominicans created culture, conflicts in language, race, religion, and national tradition between Dominicans and Haitians. Many Dominicans developed a resentment of Haitians, who they saw as oppressors. But y'all heard that story. a nigga named Jean-Pierre Boyer. He was the ruler of Haiti from 1818 to 1843.
Right.
This brother right here was the brother that agreed to pay France for the lost territory of Haiti.
Wow. That sound like they people.
They blamed the Haitians for it. They hate the Haitians from this day on. The Haitians was oppressive. They said
Wait, so DR had to pay French?
Nah, the Haitian people just got oppressive. They saying here during the 22 years of Haitian occupation, the Haitians implemented what some Dominicans viewed as brutal military regime. The use of French language over Spanish was enforced, and the army closed. August army closed one of the universities. The University of St. Thomas Aquinas University. Yeah, close that boy down there. Fuck out of here. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Like I said, I'm gonna delve into this next cast. Well, maybe not next cast because it's Taco Tuesday, but I got a cast for this one because I definitely want to speak on the 1951 refugee situation because we got some interesting things in that boy. So it's definitely some points to be made there. Like he was saying, yo, it's 80 million people around the world, bro. We got to figure out what's going on. People ain't got stuff. I don't know what's going on. People need some shit. He said, bro, it's going to happen, though, when you got people that have, people that don't. So this shit is a problem caused by inflation. I'm blaming everything on it. I'm like Joe Biden right now, nigga, with the goddamn vid, bro. Nigga had me some shit. I'm like, damn, bro, you know it's a vid, though, boy. You got the vid? Yeah, that shit fucking you up, my boy. I'm just like Biden right now, bro. So yeah, definitely, bro. We got we always have thousands of things. I just thought that was very interesting to end the cast with, because we see what's going on with the Haitians right now. And the president saying, yo, I can't tell him. I mean, he's a prime minister, so he kept on saying, Mr. President, he's talking to Biden or whatever. But he kept on saying, yo, I can't really tell you to let people in. That's not even really my thing. But I do want us to look at this humanitarian situation. I do want us to remember what happened in the 1951 convention that we had. Just remember a lot of those things that we kind of spoke about. Let's just remember the goals that we have here. Like he stressed our government is working, right? He even said that, yo, we about to send some shit out to y'all. Man. Yo, we about to send y'all out with some assistance, Johns. Let y'all know we need to rebuild this shit, get everything started back up and rolling. Body, you said you're trying to help.
Back to school.
Yeah. Send everything back, yo. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We need concrete. You can start sending some stuff right now. You can start sending some just little building materials right now.
Water.
Little just plain. You can just start sending stuff right now. You ain't got to think about it.
PVC pipes.
You ain't got to think about it. Just start sending stuff right now. Don't even wait for them to ask you that.
Concrete blocks.
Concrete
in the bag.
Once they ask you, then you can send more stuff. But right now, you are no simple stuff that should be sent. You shouldn't even be thinking about it.
All the free stuff that y'all be returning to Amazon.
Stuff should be sent right now.
Go ahead and just start donating.
AC units, just send stuff right now. Stuff just need to be sent.
Go ahead and drop a couple compactors off.
People gotta have stuff to send. Bruh said that, yo, their island is one of the worst islands as far as natural disasters. It's a little scale. They got like a little rating scale, and they'll let you know like what islands is like the most deadly niggas that you really don't want to live at too much. And they up there on top of the list. Like a lot of those brothers in the Caribbean, they'll tell you that them boys passed through a lot. I think they say almost like 7, 8. Nah, it's way more than that. I don't even want to tell you the number. It's like 50 a year. But nevertheless, you ain't gonna die. But it's serious over there, bro. So he was just saying, yo, we need stronger. We know the construction gotta be a lot stronger, bro. That's all I got for y'all. I don't know if Empress got anything else, man. Y'all been having my time, having me miss out on my plays.
Yeah, just stay locked in, stay tapped into the show. And yeah, I think you should be good.
Yo, Top Flight got motherfucking some basketball shit coming, man. I guess I'm gonna be out there, man. I might have to give me some clips. Man. You got Empress on the sideline. I might have to give me some clips. Stinky Inky out there. My bad, OG. I fuck with you, bro. But it was feel like it was a funny shit to say, just stinking up the court. But yeah, nigga, definitely stay tuned for that. You know, we always do things a little different around here. Bros told me they was hooping today and ran. Right, bro said they was hooping and ran. I don't know if I want to say they ran, but maybe they was hooping, so they never got a chance to get around to sending me the address. But he told me where it was. I guess I was supposed to find it. And I said, yo, I don't know what that is. What's the name of the park? Because I don't know all that y'all do. What's the name of the park, my brother? But yeah, shout out to those brothers, though. Those some real brothers also. You can do your thing, Empress.
Alrighty, guys, and that is the conclusion of episode 129 of the Wise Magi Godcast. We will be back Tuesday with Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. Until next time, peace.